gonna sew some 2.5-inch strips together. It's good to me. I gotta learn to sit up straight. My back's killing me. Plus I strained it picking up my little dog. He's a real chunker. Have to scan here. We'll see. I'm just going to finger press these open and sew the next one on. I'm going to press them towards the dark. And these strips are from Timeless Treasures Tonga Treats. And these must be, they look the same on both sides, so I don't know which is which here. I had all these strips lined up and then life happens and they all got out of whack, so I don't know if they're going in the right spot or not, but it doesn't matter. I have to sew 12 of these together. Oh, 3 O's, that's good. And I'm not pulling, I'm just letting these go through, lining them up with the metallic seam guide. It's off my grandmother's old machine, the guide. But you can get them anywhere. They're easy to find. open towards this. And I'm just putting the seams towards the dark per the instructions. Picking up another light one and putting it on top. I'm making this bag from Missouri Star Quilt Company, the everything bag. So I'm just gonna do 12 of these. They're supposed to be a certain length, but I'm just doing the whole strips. So I can trim it down after I quilt it. I had to move my sewing room upstairs. It was downstairs in the L, but my chair kept sliding backwards and it wasn't good. I kept sliding. I'd be sewing along and boom, off I'd go. So this is actually in the one side of my bedroom. I shoved everything down that end for a bedroom and took up this end for my sewing room. Seems to be working out. Of course, all my fabric is not in here. I got a bunch of cubes downstairs in the L, and you know how everybody is. We collect fabric and we stuff it everywhere. That's what I do. So I'm just going to keep piecing these together until I get all 12 done. I like this size. This one is checked up. Guess I could have ironed these beforehand. Okay, everything's all sewn together. I'm just going to iron it and cut my batting. Then I'll come back and what am I going to do? Oh, quilt it. Told you I wasn't with it today. Good morning. I'm just getting ready to sew the strips together. I'm going to start in the middle and work my way out on each side of the seam. Might help if I turn the machine on. I'm going to do 3.5. And I'm just going to keep all this in my lap. I put batting on the back. I just I just used some spray basting. Making sure everything's smooth. just trimming off the excess batting. I'm gonna use scissors and then I'll go in with the rotary cutter and even this piece up. I don't even know what the measurements are supposed to be, so I'll have to look that up. This is the tote bag we're gonna make in today's video. It's really big, it's all quilted. It has a slip pocket here, and it also has a zip pocket on both sides. Hi, this is part 3 of the jelly roll bag. In the first video, we stitched the 2.5-inch strips together, the width of the fabric, opened it up and sewed another one. There was 12 of those. Then we put that on top of batting and quilted it. Now we're going to start working on the zipper pocket. You can either use a ready-made zipper or zipper by the yard. I'm going to use the zipper by the yard. I just need to put a pull on it. Okay, for the pocket, I took 6 strips, sewed them together, the whole width of the fabric, quilted it with some lightweight batting, and then cut it in half, and then I made the lining the same size. Now we're going to take the lining and put it on the wrong side of the zipper, and this is going to be right sides together, your main and your lining fabric. And I just clip it along. Sorry about the noise background. My daughter's downstairs streaming something as loud as it'll go. Now we're just going to go right over top of here. And I usually go close to the zipper as I can get. And back stitch. Now both are on. Now we're going to take the lining over, and you should give it a good press, but up here I can't run my iron and stuff at the same time, so I kind of just have to wing it. Now I'm going to top stitch right along at 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to do a 4 length. Apparently my foot's moved. Okay, so there it is, all top stitched. Now, I'm going to take the main fabric up and put it on the right side of the zipper. Clip it in place. And then I'm just going to baste that on there. You can do it all at once if you want. I just like to go one side at a time. And what do you know? I'm out of bobbin thread. All right, I'm going to baste this on the zipper. Now we're going to turn it over. You got the wrong side of the zipper up here. And you're going to fold your lining up to meet the other side. And line up the sides and the top. So you have 2 loops here. Now we're just going to stitch it down. Take my stitch length back. Okay, now it gets a little tricky because we're going to open this up and top stitch the other side. So we're going to put our zipper pull in there to open it up. Just don't go all the way to the other side there. Now we're going to turn this inside out and line everything up. Well, I said don't go past there. What did I do? So now you'll have your main on the outside and your lining on the inside. And you open it up, there's your pocket. So I'm just going to top stitch along that top. 1/8 of an inch. I may have to put my zipper head on. I don't know yet. We'll see. Put that up to 4. And make sure your lining's pulled down in and everything's flat. 1/8 of an inch. Okay, now let's zip this up. And what I'm doing now is I'm folding the zipper down because I don't want it at the top because I want a zipper pocket and a regular pocket. So I'm just going to base the side over the zipper. If you have a nylon zipper, you can do this. If you got a metal zipper, you have to take everything out. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Pull these together and stitch it so when everything's put together, it's not going to come apart. Okay, and here's your zipper tube. You got your main on the outside, your lining on the inside, and your batting in between. If you just wanted a zipper pocket, you could just leave it at the front. But I want a zipper pocket and a regular pocket. So I'm just going to eyeball it and put my pocket like this. And the next step, we'll cut off the extra zipper and we'll attach this to the main bag. Okay, I've got everything pressed. I'm going to top stitch across the top. I'm going to have a stitch length of about 4.5, 1/8 from the edge. Turn on the machine. There we go. My pedal moved. All right, there's your pocket. This will go on the front and back of the bag. If you want, you can baste the sides down, down the sides, which I don't think I'm going to. I'm just gonna top stitch and be done. And there's our second pocket. For the straps, I just followed the pattern. Now I'm going to take 1-inch strips of batting. They don't have to be perfect. They could be scraps. But I like to turn the end in at the bottom on one side. And then I butt the batting up to that. That in, close it, and then turn it over. And when I pressed, I did not press them all the way to the center. I just did just to the line, right before the line. I didn't go all the way to the center. Now, you're just going to keep putting this in. Some can put it in as they go and sew. I'm not that lucky. So I'm just going to put it all in, get everything perfect, and then I'll sew, which it won't be perfect. Now I'm just going to sew down the open end of the strap at 1/8 of an inch and go down the other end. You can put more in the middle if you like. I'm just doing one on both sides. And I'm going to do a 4.5 stitch length, 1/8 of an inch. Should have ironed this down a little bit easier, but I put the iron away. Yep, so I went a little off the beaten path, I think. You should use matching thread. I'm just using white so you can see what I'm doing. And because I didn't feel like changing today. the bottom and back stitch. And repeat that with the other strap. I've got my pocket lined up on the 1/2. Now I'm just going to stitch the bottom to secure it. I'm going to do 2 rows of stitching on the bottom just to be on the safe side. And I'm just going to line my presser foot up with the prior stitching and use that as my guide. Okay, now I'll put the straps on. I have my main folded in half and I ironed it so I can always see where the fold is. I put my pocket where I want it. Now I'm going to start down here with the folded edge and I'm just going to line it up all the way up to here. And then I'm going to, up here is where I'm going to adjust my handle to how long I want it. And then come back down the other side. And then any extra that's left over, cut off a little bit, tuck under, and then sew. I have all my strap pins. I'm going to start at the top, right at the 1.5 inch mark is where I picked, and go all the way around the outside. Right on the very, very edge of this. I'm on this side of the first stitching for the straps. Just take it slow. You mess up, too bad, nobody cares. It'll look fine. Have you seen anything in the store lately that has been made? Believe me, yours will be good. Now, I butted up both of these straps at the bottom where they both meet. I folded one under, and when I get to this, I'm going to sew across and then back across and keep going. All right, now I'm going to turn and go straight across. Take that pin out. Just go real slow because it's thick. If your machine won't handle it, you can always hand sew or just go real slow with the hand wheel. Ouch, that was a pin. I hate pins. Okay, now we're going right back to the original side where we were, and we're just going to keep on going. We're on the other side of the bag now. Make sure your pins aren't in the way. Don't mind my humming. I've tried to stop and I just keep doing it. My daughter's like, Mom, you're humming in the video. I go, that means I'm happy. And I'm stopping at the top. And then I'm just gonna go straight across and down the other side. Get it nice and straight. Keep your strap straight. All right. All right, now we're gonna go back down this side. Make sure your pocket's in there when you start sewing. I'm sewing on the other side of that stitch line. Keep everything smooth. I already done that corner, so I'm just going to keep on going to the other side. Right up to that stitching at the 1.5 and just go across. You don't have to, you can end it there. I like to make a nice neat join just for extra stability. If you didn't want to do that, you could put rivets up and down the handle, which I might try on the next bag because I have some really nice rhinestone rivets. I think I got them at CAM. Okay, now this one got a little whoppity jawed and came loose while I was sewing. So what I'm going to do is start up here this time at the 1.5 inch mark. Go straight across, right at that pin. Oh, there went my cup. And turn and go back down the other side. We're going to clip the short ends of the lining in the bag right sides together. Leave the sides open for now.